Hey guys, welcome back to Legaia 2 Duel Saga. And my oh my, we have a part. This almost the majority of this part's going to be this boss fight. And I'm not going to say please don't say spoilers because I mentioned it in the last part at the end of the last part. But if you didn't watch that last part, I'm sorry. I'm very very sorry. Please like me. But yeah, and unlike other bosses where I can pretty much just talk about the boss entirely, this boss takes so freaking long that I'm just gonna rant about something. So if you don't want to do a rant, mute that volume. Even though, you know what, mute this volume, look up the battle music, listen to that because it's a really, really good piece of music. And then just add in your own sound effects because I am not sitting through this entire boss. I am going to talk about the boss, but I'm not going to sit through the whole entire thing and just try to describe the boss. Now, we're all having a guilt trip right now, except for Lang, because Lang hasn't done anything wrong, pretty much. Maya's stunned in fear, and Kaizen's feeling a bit guilty. I mean, they're in the right. I mean, I would be if I was like, say if like I burned my family to death, if I was put in front of fire, I think I would freak out a little bit too. I'd be on the ground, holding my head, trying to forget the memory that caused so much pain. And I'm not speaking from personal experience, like I didn't kill my own family. But I'm just saying I understand it. And then Kaizen feels guilty because he couldn't help the situation where like there's reasonable things to it. Like if you can't control something, don't blame yourself so much for causing the pain, I guess. Cause it was out of your control. It's sort of like having another person kill your family. Like why do I mention kill your family? It's like another person like spilling a glass of water, but the glass was yours, so you just like, oh, I spilled a glass of water when you actually didn't. You were just a part of it. You guys get what I'm saying? Probably not. But Kaizen, however, needs to be reminded because it's one of those unknown things. Like a lot. By the way, he's not touching his hands, so he can crack his knuckles without touching his hand, which is badass. Like I know those people go through those moments where they're like, if I could have changed something in the past, then I will. But the thing is, you gotta think about the actions in the moment. Like, usually people do, when things come suddenly, people do things compulsively. They don't think about it beforehand. Like, and I hear so much stuff about that, like, oh, this person should have done this, should have done that. Well, if you were put under that much pressure, would you think of it at the time? That's the reason I find with things. Like, you gotta think of it like in the moment. Like, in most horror flicks, people are like, if you did the sensible thing and just called the police, none of this would be happening. And not to give horror things discredit, but that's usually the case. Like, but with some people, they're so freaked out, they don't think about the obvious. They think about the things that will save them instantly, like running away. But I think I harped on this topic too much. Man, I'm gonna get a lot of rants during this series, and we're only on part 14. So, in case you missed it, here's what happened. That beast that we saw earlier in the cage is now this thing. It's named Slogar, and now we gotta fight him. He used magic cards, And now we have to fight him. But he has a nasty ability, and this is why I'm guarding. He is invincible for the first 4 turns. And we're gonna have a nice slice of cutscenes during this battle, so listen to the voices.
What do we do, Master?
It can be helped. We will have to take care of this on our own.
That's might we partake in this fight in Slogar knees. But yeah, I would recommend guarding in this fight and making sure your AP is at 100%. He also has this attack, which stinks, Extinct Fall, which doesn't hurt Maya because Maya has a tummy ache. Apparently blocks all 500 power that his attack does. So one thing I would recommend is that you stay healed in this fight. Don't come in this fight with a lower level. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as Elfin. Elfin was just a case of its own. And then I guess you can put some oils on the characters themselves. I mean, like attack oil. That's, by the way, the second attack. You can put some guard oil and attack oil, which increases the attack for the second half of the fight.
Master?
Keep your wits about you. He's distorting his own image. It's no wonder that the moves have no effect.
I don't know how he's distorting his own image. It's not a YouTube glitch. He's not doing anything different, so apparently he is distorting his own image, which actually sums up to he's in 2 dimensions, which is weird to think about, but don't think about it too much. So basis, we can't attack him. However, we can heal up and stay fit and be hungry, be happy. And he's basically going to keep on doing Extinct Fall. He did Extinct Fall a lot. I don't think he has any physical attack that isn't an ability. Besides, like Duskbreak hits one person, Extinct Fall hits every single person, and I think Extinct Fall hits you for 500 points of damage. Actually, no, never mind. Each attack should do less than 500 damage. Well, I think compensating with defense, mind you. And doesn't he look pretty? And that's an Extinct Fall, I guess, and he's gonna get some lunch out of Maya.
Watch out!
Then oh yeah, by the way, listen to this.
Good lord.
That's so funny to me. I don't know why. First of all, because he's spazzing out like crazy. He's like, and the second thing is that just like Maya's screaming, and then Kaizen being like, "Good lord." Like it's such a passive aggressive thing. Also, by the way, this is where you know that she has nails. She has pretty nails.
Just like before. Again.
That's redundant, Kaizen. Just like before. Again. It repeated. On take the same thing twice. In whatever way you want to phrase it. So, she's a little bit conked out. She's not dead, she's just conked out. And now we can attack him, so I would say use Fist of Rage whenever you can. And then, by the way, we learned Fist of Glory off screen. And pulverize him. So Fist of Rage is it actually builds off the last one. It's 40 AP, and there's nothing really good to combo it with. So I would just keep on sticking to the Fist of Rage until you get more art blocks, and then you can combo it into something. Because I think when you have one more block, you can get it only essentially costs around 8 because you get 32 from the 2 normal arts, and you get and it costs 40 and you get 32 back, so yeah, 8. So this is actually gonna keep on going on for a while, so I'm gonna switch up a topic. So let me talk about religious nuts, because that's what this essentially is. Yeah, Kaizen, you keep on doing that. So now religion. What you keep it to yourself, I think. I mean, if you're a Christian and you believe in God, I won't mind you saying like, "Oh God," or Father, Son, Holy Spirit things, but like I don't mind that kind of stuff. Like when you are essentially just doing what your religion wants you to do. Well, that's a bad way to phrase it. But it's when you try to want to like affect other people that it gets weird. Like when it gets into the level of a cult, because recently I've seen three things from my school classes. One of them is Jesus Camp, and the other one I forget what it was. But essentially, what they did was that Jesus Camp especially was just this really crazy religious group, and they compared themselves to an army for God, and I'm like, huh? They are Jehovah's Witnesses. They want everyone to follow what they want people to follow, and they want to put religion into state, like separate that barrier. But the thing is, this country was found on that, wasn't it? Like, people came here because they wanted to escape religious execution. So putting them together seems like a really dumb thing to do. It's contradictory to everything that led up to this point. And second off, we have so many religions here. We have Muslims, we have Jews, we have Christians. We have all those groups of people. We have a lot more, but I don't want to name them all. And like, religion wouldn't work because we have that many. Because one religion's guaranteed to counteract another one, which is guaranteed to counteract another one. So we can't really have those two together. So we'd need a judicial system that's based off of something that benefits the people rather than their religion. So that's what my thoughts on it. And the second thing is that don't hurt people. Like, I know, like, the other one I saw, like, it involved, like, one of the, like, biggest suicide things. Also, by the way, this is annoying. I get art block 6 right after the battle. Basically, it was this one dude, I think it was called People's Church. They essentially took people out of the United States into someplace in Africa, I think. Don't quote me, again. And, when things were looking bad for them, and people in the U.S. were like, give us back our people, he put a little bit of cyanide and lots and lots of Kool-Aid, and, 906 people committed suicide. So, youch. Those kind of nuts I hate, because those aren't just focusing on their religion. They're trying to force other people into their religion, and that's messing with people's minds, which is one thing I actually wholeheartedly hold dear. I don't want, like, ugh. I'll talk about that kind of topic later on in a different part, my personal personality stuff. But just saying, like, don't mess with the way a person thinks just because you think they're doing something wrong. And keep living life the way you want to do it. And yeah. Just one little note left for atheists. Don't hate us. Yeah, you have those people that just hate religion altogether. Don't hate people with religions, because again, that's like hating somebody for the way they think. And with that, I'm going to end the topic. And as you know now, Maya can speak. Maya now has a voice. She can talk. She's no longer a mute. So that's just amazing right there. And Kaizen's pretty much just saying, don't call what you did to that monster controlled magic. Your magic's still not very good. So she's not going to be using her magic now because she blew a monster to Kingdom Come out of a dimension, mind you. And they don't want that to happen to the other monsters, in fear that the explosion might kill them as well. So that's all handy and dandy, and we still have another section of the Kaizen ruins to explore. So if you come in here, you can get a camping kit, and that's pretty much it, unless you want to read some other stuff. Hyperdimensional stuff, gene reproduction, you know. And if you look on the top right shelf, you might find some Dr. Seuss books entitled Hippity Dippity Dippity Dum, How to Summon Monsters That Eats Bums. I don't know. But that is a weird puzzle, and this is what I'm talking about with the stupid statue things. Each one of these things is an ambush, and you can't avoid it. I try to talk to the things, and I get ambushed, and that happens 3 times. You get one group of two groups of 2, and 1 group of 1 in that, and you get ambushed by each and every single one of those dudes, and it stinks. Ugh. The fact that they put 3 of them there, and the hero's not realizing this at all, being like, I think the next statue thing is going to attack us. I mean, it's not gonna hurt. I mean, if you just walk backwards and look at the statues while you're moving, it's not going to hurt you to try to check. So yeah. Also, by the way, this puzzle is annoying. Very, very annoying. Oh, its solution's okay, but yes, it's yellow bathed in indigo water. Red bores green winds, and the world is healed. The order of the colors. So, along with spelling the word fish, now we have to match up colors. So it goes yellow, indigo, red, and green. However, the distinction between which color's which, see that? I thought that was indigo. Because indigo is a shade of blue. And I thought that would work. And it did not work. So yeah, I wish they wouldn't pick a color that was so close to the actual color blue. And you have to do it in the order that they tell you to. So you gotta leave the room and then you gotta go back. Like change it to I'm trying to think of what color. Like black or white. Or maybe brown, because nobody can mistake yellow for brown. Oh no, they had that one's orange, so yeah. But we are reaching the end of this section, you guys. We're finally gonna get out of here as soon as we solve this weird puzzle. The image of the scorpion is engraved here. So we gotta find something that represents a scorpion. Or at least that's what you would think. But it's just like the fish puzzle, and well, actually not just like the fish puzzle, like in the sense of it's just the animal thing, and the actual solution comes from this log that an adventurer left. And as you see right there, there's ambushes just waiting to attack us. And down here we have another one of those weird switches, which A, symbolizes that there's something involving thunder, and B, we have to backtrack at one point. Ugh. And see, I'm trying to turn around like fast enough so that they don't have the chance to attack me. But no matter what you do, like, the hero should have caught on, like, just like walk backwards, and when they turn into actual things, you would have, it doesn't even need to be like, oh, you get the first attack. It should be more like just a regular fight. And this puzzle is the same one as before, where you gotta put them on 3 o'clock, which I think you can light them up in any single order, and it would be the same. You just gotta make sure the shadows point at a 3 o'clock thing. We were trapped in the room trying to pluck up a scorpion. Found this on the wall. 7 to the right, 4 to the left, 2 to the right, 15 to the left. And it basically means that you go 2 clockwise. Oh no, that's the end of the puzzle. And this door won't open anymore, so stupid skeleton thingies. I'm not gonna deal with you now. We have a thunder switch, so we have to backtrack again. Like this is one area where you're gonna be backtracking. But now we have that puzzle solution, we can go back to the puzzle, which is not in this room at all. It's in the other room. And now I get to explain it. See that beginning part that's on 12? We have to go 7 clockwise, 4 counterclockwise, 2 clockwise, and 15 counterclockwise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Light this one up, and then go 4 counterclockwise. And I think I had a brain fart there. And then you can go, I think it was 2 clockwise, then 15 counterclockwise. Which means that you go 3 counterclockwise. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I counted that wrong, by the way. But for doing that, we get 2 things. We get a plague cure, and a gold key, which allows us to open the door. So, yay! And, you can give Maya this skill, which is backup. Generally, throughout the game, you want to give Maya the defensive skills, because she doesn't have a lot of AP. She doesn't have a lot of attack power. So she can be a little bit on the defensive side, although she can have attack power. I mean, if you give her leaves and stuff like that and boost her attack and give her certain charms that boost up her attack when leveled up. But for now, nope. And we get ambushed. Ugh. But now we're reaching the end of the part, because this part ends immediately after as I head up to the next area. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.